Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Welcome to my channel if you're new. And hey girlfriend or boyfriend, if you're new and haven't already, please hit that subscribe button. What you waiting for? It's free. I'm gonna turn on my fan because it's hot. Hopefully I'll talk loud enough so y'all can hear me over it. And as you read by the title, this is my first horror hair story. And hopefully my last too. Here's the hairstyle that I'm talking about. It was $200 for regular and $240 for knotless, but charged me $200 because she started 3 hours later. So I went to 2 to 3 Africans to see if they could do this hairstyle. And they said no, they couldn't do the design. So I reached out to a hair braider on IG and she couldn't do it. I think it was either on IG or Facebook, but she couldn't do it either. So I'm like, what the hell? Why don't I just reach out to, I'm gonna call her Bernice, because I went to school with her, high school, whatnot. She did my hair before. It was over a decade ago, but I don't remember having no complaints. And if you look at her work, she's like a complete artist. The girl, man, that's why I was baffled. That's why I am baffled about my hair now. Because if you look at her artwork, like with paintings, and if you look at when she do hair, it's just always top level shit. So yeah, her stuff is always top level shit, and it's always the shit. I reached out to her on Facebook. I sent Patrice, what I say her name's gonna be? Bernice. I sent Bernice the picture of what I wanted. Because I'm the type of person, if I send you a picture of what I want, that's exactly what I want. And I do makeup. So when people ask me, do they makeup, I always ask them, well, do they have a picture of the look they want? Because that's exactly what I'm gonna give you. I'm gonna give you the look you want. Yeah, for myself, I do exotic, a lot of colorful things or whatever, because nudes and the neutral looks are just, for me, are easy to do. So usually when somebody wants something, a makeup look, it's always a nude and natural colors type things. So that's just how I am. Like, if I show you a picture of something I want, that's exactly what I want. It's like, yeah, and stuff like that. So a couple days later, well, I knew she could do it, but a couple days later, I sent her my deposit. So I sent her a $50 deposit about a week and a half ago. We make my appointment for yesterday, which was Saturday, at, I said 11 a.m., but she said, could it be at noon? So I'm like, yeah, sure. Okay, so I get there at 11:38 exactly, 11:38 exactly. And I text her, hey, I'm outside. Are these the apartments? Because I wasn't exactly sure or whatnot. So, because I'm like, shit, we in the hood for real. This the hood. She didn't text back, and I was gonna tell her, you know, I know I'm extra early or whatever. Usually when I'm early, like when I went to go get my lace front put on or whatever, she just had me wait in the car. And even then, or my second and third time going back, I only had to wait in my car for extra 5 to 10 minutes. So I didn't mind at all. So I'm like, I just wait in my car till noon, then go up there and knock on her door. Because I'm like, I need to eat anyways. I'm hungry. This is about to be like 4 or 5 hours. So it gets to be around 11:58. I walk over to the dumpster, throw my trash away, and then, hold on, let me rewind. Okay, so before that happened, it was a stink bug in my window because I had my windows down or whatever, and I could not get this stink bug out my damn window. It like hid in the crease of my window. So I'm like, what the fuck? And then while I was eating, some sauce spilled on my shirt. And if you know me, I don't like walking around with stains. I'm like, I want to go home now just to wash this stain out, let it dry, and then come back or whatever. So I was thinking about that. And then I'm like, why do it stink so bad out here or whatnot? Now, fast forward to me getting out the car, going up to her door. I'm walking up to her door, and it's 11:59. So she opens the door and waves her hand and say, hey, can you just give me 10 minutes? And I'm like, okay, yeah. So she said, thanks, babe. So I go back to my car, wait 10 minutes, and she comes out and she's dripping crying. I just feel so bad. I'm like, what's wrong? Like, oh my God, are you okay? Like, what's wrong? And she's like, I lost my phone last night. I don't know where it's at. Oh my God, she's freaking out. And it's a space on the side of me, and she's parked right there. A lot of throw up in the space, that's why it stunk. So she goes to check her car and stuff like that, and she's like crying hysterically, just crying. But she wasn't crying as much as she was, but you can totally tell when somebody's been crying how their eyes is red and just watery, and their nose is running like a motherfucker. I'm like, man, what the hell is going on? And she's like, I don't know what to do because I got people on their way and stuff like that. And that's my money maker and stuff like that. And I can't afford another phone. And, you know, just having all these mental breakdown and stuff like that. And I'm like, so, I don't know what you want me to do. And I'm like, so do you need more time? Because we walking around, she's telling me, she's looking at her car or whatever, and she's telling me that she needs her phone and stuff, and it's hard for her to work without her phone. And I'm like, okay, I understand and stuff like that. So so we talking about like 15 minutes, and we make it to her door or whatnot. So I'm like, okay, do you want me to come back? Because right now it was probably like 12:30ish or whatever. So I'm like, okay, well, because she was talking about she can't work without her phone. She was like, she need to go to the gas station and check. Would you mind just giving me a few minutes so she could run to the gas station and check? And I'm like, okay, go ahead. So she runs to the gas station, and I'm on the phone with my friend contemplating if I just want to see if my sister want to go hair shopping and make a wig. Because I'm like, I don't know. Like, something inside of me just kept telling me, run, run, run. But then I kept going against myself, playing tennis and shit, thinking, man, this is Bernice. You know, all her hairstyles they all look good. All her hairstyles look good. So I'm like, just go on, wait, it'll be okay. So I wait, and she finally pulls back up and then rushes in her house, and I go in behind her, and she's just crying more, and her kid is right there or whatnot. Her kid is 13. So I'm like, damn, I know she feel for her mom, but her kid look like she didn't give a fuck. So she's like, yeah, now I gotta go buy another phone. I don't have the money to buy another phone. I'm like, girl, you know you can get a Obama phone real quick for free. And she was like, yeah, I'm gonna just have to just go buy another phone. I'm like, well, did you try to log in your accounts with your daughter phone? And she was like, yeah, and it won't work or something. So I'm like, oh, okay. So I'm like, well, do you, because it was like at this time is 1, like close to 1. So I'm like, do you want me to just come back at 2 p.m.? And, you know, that way you'll have enough time to go get a cell phone and stuff like that. So she's like, yeah, but what if that's not enough? I'm like, how about or to make sure you want me to come back at 3 p.m. and we could get started then. And she was like, well, 2:30 should be cool. 2:30 should be cool. Give me enough time to run around the corner and get a phone. Literally, it's around the corner. It's around the corner. Like, you come out her apartments and you go to the light and you turn right, and it's right there on the left hand side. It's like 2 of them. 2 places where she could have got phones. And then not only that, across the street from that is the Obama's phones. So she could have got a free Obama phone. That didn't work. But anyways, so yeah, so I'm like, okay. So I just go back home or whatever, and wait till 2:15 to leave out and go back to her crib, because she's only 15 minutes away from me. So I pull up, I get there, and we chit-chatting and stuff like that. She walks her dude out or whatever. And I felt comfortable and stuff like that because, like I said, I knew her previously from high school and stuff like that. I mean, we wasn't buddies, but she done my hair before, and she's always been a cool person. She's always just been a cool person. So, and you know, going into somebody's house getting your hair done, come on now, if you black, don't act like you ain't never seen nobody's kitchen or living room before getting your hair done. Like, period. Like, don't be like that, girl. Do not be like that, girlie. Do not be like that. You have. So anyways, I mean, when I walked in, she had like ocean beach type of vibe to her apartment, which was cool. And it just looked like she had like a party because the floor was just filthy. It's just like everybody was dancing around. It was just, they had a good ass time. And the bathroom, the toilet was just, the bathroom was just filthy because, like I said, if you at a house party, excuse me, if you go to a house party, then you know, and it's a good house party, the next day you'll be able to tell or whatever. So the living room, the bathroom, and the kitchen or whatever, it just looked like it was ran through. But you can tell before she had the party, it looks like it was a nice little spot she had. So I don't know what possessed me to carry my big ass purse, but I had my big ass purse with me that I couldn't sit down nowhere because it was sitting on top of, I don't know, it was just nasty, you know, where you, so I'm like, I'll just hold my shit. So I ended up making room on the table by it or whatever, and then she just gave me a chair to sit in and stuff. So I looked at it, I mean, it was okay. So I mean, like, you know, people, you know, they live how they choose to live. That was my fault. Shit. It was all on me. I forgot my hair. So I had to, it took me about 15 to 20 minutes to run to the beauty supply store, get my hair, and come back. So she started doing my hair no later than like 3:15. She do the first roll of my hair, and then she stops to, I don't know. She just stops. I think she was texting. I didn't really look behind me or whatnot. And then she go in, she do 2 more braids, and then she just picks up her phone and she walks outside. So I'm like, I'm also watching TV because it's that Mike Epps TV show with Kim Fields. Yeah, man, it was so fucking funny. We watched all the seasons of that, the whole damn season. And by the time we watched the whole season of that, side note, only not even half my hair was done. So that shows you the time. So also, okay, so I went outside because I'm like, I didn't watch the whole episode and the episode went off. I need to find out where, you know, what she doing there. Is everything okay? So I walk outside and she's in her car just chilling, and she says, oh yeah, okay, I won't tell the personal things, some little personal issues or whatever. So I'm like, oh, okay, yeah, so yeah, that's how it goes throughout the time. So we get to probably like half done with the blonde. She's halfway done with the blonde, and then she got to go boo-boo. So she grabbed her black and out, went upstairs, and went to boo-boo. So I watched a couple more episodes of the TV show by myself, you know. She come back downstairs. Like, she breaking throughout the whole time, and it's just like, oh my God, like the patience that I had, because the vision I seen for my hair, yeah. So basically, we didn't get done to 10:30 p.m. I started this yesterday at noon and didn't get done to 10:30 p.m. And I brushed down my edges. Both sides was like this. Both sides was like this. She ended up braiding what I did for this side, but I was about to cry and she unbraided, did one braid, which was the wrong braid, and did that. Well, I did my baby hair, but left that out for me to do whatever, I don't know. And the only reason why it went a little quicker because her daughter, fortunately, is one of them kids that knows how to do hair. Bernice did my braids, and her daughter, her 13-year-old daughter, braided them down. Just some of the red ones. And I specifically told her, please, I want it in layers. I don't want my red longer than my blonde. And I showed her pictures of how the Africans did it and how I didn't want it. Like, I had that before they didn't do that. And I told her I wanted my braids full. And I don't know if you can tell, this shit is not full. Like, no. I was going, my thoughts last night, if you read my Facebook, then you'll see my thoughts last night. Like, I was whining, I was crying. Girl, please do not act like you never cried over your hair before. We're not going to start that. This is not new. I wasn't the first woman to ever cry over my hair, and I won't be the last. So yes, I was crying and whining over my hair. And again, here's the picture. I'm gonna do a side by side. No, it's like I had to tell her to put I had to tell her to put an extra roll of singles in my hair because she was just about to start braiding the top, and I'm like, no, girl, it don't even look full. This shit looks thin as fuck. She was already trying to go out, and I just wanted to get the fuck up out her crib. So I didn't even realize or say anything when she didn't cut these braids. You know how they go through and, you know, cut them, cut the excess off or whatever. She did some for the blonde, but she did none for the red. So yeah, as I was walking out the door and down there to my car, she runs outside and says, "You didn't take my phone, did you?" What? Girl, what? What? Huh? Bitch, be fucking for real. So when I got home, I decided to text her, and I said, "Girl, I fucking trusted you and wasted $200 for this shit that don't even look like the picture. And I told you the red was too long and my edges all fucked up. So thanks for taking my money and fucking me over hard. I hate my hair." I texted her that afterwards. And then she said, "Honestly, I think it's the style. It might not fit you." Boo. Bitch, again, be fucking for real. I know how to dress this body, and I know what hairstyles work for this body. Yeah, you tried it, but nice, no. Then I said, "Child, my shit don't even look like the picture. And the parts are fucked up, and the red is the same length as the blonde. Girl, you did a horrible job on my head. Quit fucking playing with me. Quit fucking. The red is longer and the same length as the blonde. Please quit fucking playing with me." And I sent her a collage of the hairstyle and what my hair looks like. And then I said, "My braids aren't even full. My hair looks thin as fuck." And if you know me personally, hell, if you go look at my Facebook or my IG, I have real pictures of my hair. So my hair is thick as fuck. And she was taking a comb She had this exact comb that she was combing my hair out with. So after I said my braids aren't even full, my hair looks thin as fuck, she replies and says, looks great to me. And I said, of course you'll say and think that you did this bullshit. It's cool, karma got you. And then I said, I'll never be back, period. You lost me forever and would have been back at least 3 more times this year. So I hope that big 200 was worth a loyal, patient, good customer that put up with way too much of your BS. Deuces. And because I'm the type of person, I be knowing what type of hairstyles I want, and I be pre-planning. So I told her either by Halloween or before Halloween, I want the front redone, because she showed me this other braider while we was talking earlier that day that do hair, and I'm like, ooh, I want that style. So I'm like, that's what I want next. And then after that, I want singles, like the, I forget what they call, but they singles and they have the hair out. So I'm like, then I'm just gonna go into that look. But my goal was, because I want my hair to just grow out, grow crazy or whatever, I was gonna keep the back in. So the front I could do different hairstyles and different designs with, in the back I was just gonna keep in. And at the same time, my hair was just gonna be growing and flourishing. I'm still gonna do that, because I'm just gonna take the front out and rock a post-roll ponytail, baby. So yeah, that's pretty much it for my horror hair story. I had so many warnings to leave, but I didn't. I didn't at all. Didn't take none of them warnings. But anyways, you guys, before you leave, please go give me a thumbs up, share my video, and just remember, always take them warning signs. Take heed to them warning signs. Just leave. Just leave if you got to. Leave. Yeah. That's my story. This is my story. This is my song.